What's up, guys? Welcome back to Latin Chopsticks. Thank you so much for tuning in. All right, guys, this week we're going to be going somewhere that I'm actually kind of excited to go, and it is another Chinese buffet, but this place is actually within 5 to 8 minutes of the Orlando International Airport, so it's a lot more accessible if you're coming in to visit and spending maybe either just a weekend here or if you're spending a week. It's a great place to stop by and eat. I'm going to be completely transparent and clear with you guys. This place used to be one of my favorite Chinese buffets a very long time ago. I'm talking over 10 years ago. I used to go to this place until I discovered a place that was closer, and it ended up being pretty good. Now, the place close to me closed down. It got replaced by Crazy Buffet, but as I don't know if you guys remember on the video that I said before, that place that's close to here, it's really not that great. And the other one is about 45 minutes away, so I didn't feel like driving that far today. So I remembered this place. Now, like I said, this place used to be really, really good. I felt like it did decline a bit over the years, but today we're gonna go and give it another opportunity because I do remember that the boneless spare ribs that they have there were absolutely delicious. Now, they do have a ton of options, or they have a good amount of options. I think there's like 4 or 5 tables full of like stuff. But once again, super reliable, very close to the Orlando International Airport. I am starving, so I wanted to go somewhere that I could eat today. And with that said, we are trying out a new camera. We did end up getting a GoPro because I do plan on starting to travel soon. Maybe not too often, but bringing that entire equipment that I normally use is just way too much. So I'm really trying to find a way to really kind of dumb it down. Right now we're using our old shotgun mic. Hopefully the quality ends up being pretty good with this. But we're gonna try this out in the next couple of weeks. We're gonna be trying out this camera. Hopefully things are good. You guys give me some feedback in the comment section down below. And as always, which I'm gonna try to start remembering to say it in the beginning of the videos, guys, remember, all the information of the restaurants that we're going to is gonna be in the description of each video with the address and location and the name of the restaurant. Okay, guys? Thank you very much. I'm starving, I am ready, let's go. Hey, what's up, guys? We are here. This is awesome. They have a great lighting here, so I'm really excited. We're going to try out the brand new camera. Yes, so we are here. We made it to the buffet. The food looks really, really good. It is, actually, there's quite a few people here. Usually this place isn't that busy anymore, but it's actually nice to see a lot of people. So what I was telling you guys before that I wanted to be transparent is this place used to be really, really, really good, but slowly throughout the years, the economy and things like that, especially everything after 2008, it kind of started dying down a bit. And then the pandemic hit, and honestly, it got even worse. I haven't been here since maybe 5 years ago, so I don't know how great the food's gonna be. I know the last time I came here, I was disappointed. Not because it was bad, but because it's not the same level that it used to be. So right now, we're about to get up. I'm gonna go ahead and record with the phone because it's gonna be kind of hard getting angles and things like that, especially with the shotgun mic. Once I get the wireless mic, it won't matter. So I'm gonna use the phone, and you're gonna hear the audio from the phone as we're, going ahead and recording all the food and the different options that they have. And then we're gonna serve ourselves a plate, and we're gonna try this food out and see how it is. See you guys in a bit. Let's go check the food out. We super filled this plate. It is insanely ridiculous, but there was just so many good things, and I wanted to make sure that we got to try them all. One thing I did notice that I didn't film is they actually have a Hibachi Bar. The gentleman's cleaning now, and I ended up coming here kind of late, so they do close, I think, within the next hour or so. So I'm not gonna make him, because he's cleaning the kitchen. I'm not gonna try to make them make something for me. But that's awesome. They have a hibachi thing. I remember that when I used to come in the beginning, they had it. It went away for a couple of years, but it's really nice seeing that now that I'm back here after so long, they actually have the hibachi place again, and they have eggs, they have rice and things like that. You get to choose all your toppings, and they go ahead and they do everything on the hibachi grill. So that's really an awesome option in case you're here. But guys, enough talking. I am starving. This food right here, the smell coming up, smells so delicious. Let's go ahead and try it out. All right, guys, take a look at this. I mean, this all looks so freaking delicious. Now, like I said, we completely overstuffed this. We have some sweet and sour chicken here. We have, I believe this, I usually call this Singapore noodles, but I think they call it chow mein. This right here is their fried rice. Went ahead and we got ourselves some bourbon chicken, some orange chicken that I am a little concerned about because it was completely submerged in orange sauce. So it might be a little soggy. We have some fried plantain, well, just one. We have a dumpling, a pork dumpling. We have this meat that looks delicious. We'll see in a second. We have some boneless spare ribs. But obviously, guys, I have to try this first because you guys know this is one of my favorite proteins in any Chinese takeout or Chinese buffet. We're gonna go ahead and take it out. And I'm sorry, we're gonna go ahead and try it out. So let's go. This is as good as I remember it. If you guys see the sauce here, it's not as red as other places, which makes me feel like they don't put that same ingredient. I know usually most places use like food coloring. I know in Chinese culture, I can't remember the name, but it's like, I think like the color comes from like a natural substance. I don't know if it was like a bean or something like that. But with that said, the flavor, I mean, you could already tell there's some fattiness on it. You have delicious cut thinly so it's nice and well cooked. I don't want to say that it has a smoky flavor because it's really like same thing. Maybe it used to, but because it's dipped in that sauce, like it's completely submerged in like this delicious sauce that has like a vinaigrette type of taste. It comes together so well because it cuts through the fat of the piece of the pork. You get that original boneless spare rib flavor, but then that vinaigrette kind of cuts through that richness. And it honestly makes that spare rib really unique here. Oh my God, I miss coming here. And it's really affordable too. That's another plus. Let's go ahead and check the rest of the food. All right, the next thing we're gonna go ahead and check out is this dumpling. It does look like it's, go ahead and like it's pan fried, and it looks like it's steamed to perfection. I don't know how long it's been sitting there. It's not too hot, so we're gonna go ahead and try it out. And I didn't get any sauce or anything because I really want to get the flavor of the actual dumpling. Bottoms up. Oh my God. Oh, that's really flavorful. And it also has that vinaigrette taste. It is packed with pork. You see like the perfect pieces of like the water chestnut. It's completely filled with that delicious vinaigrette flavor that also has the spare ribs. Oh my goodness gracious, guys. The outside is perfectly cooked. It's nice and bouncy. It just has this amazing, delicious taste. Now this was really caught my attention. The crunchiness of this, just from seeing it, it looks completely crunchy. Let's see if it's as good as it looks. It's delicious. Despite it, you know, being there probably for what, 20, 30 minutes maybe, it retained most of its crunch. The inside's a little dry, but of course you have the sweet and sour sauce, and you have all these other options that you can dip it in. But I'm telling you guys, the flavors from this sweet and sour chicken, it's seasoned really well. You taste the flavor, a little bit of that batter. You go on the inside, the chicken is nice and well seasoned. It's just ever so slightly salty. You get a little bit of the fat from the batter, from like the oil, and it kind of just really kind of comes together well in your mouth. And I bet you if I had some of that sweet sour sauce, or you know what? We'll get one of these boneless spare rib pieces dipped in the sauce that has that vinaigrette. It makes it from a great piece of that sweet and sour chicken, and it takes it to that next level of deliciousness. The next thing we're gonna try out is this fried plantain. Now most places that I go to, the fried plantains seem to be too ripe, and when you cook them like that, they're overly sweet and fall apart. As you guys can see, this is nice and hard, and it's like sticking together very well. This is usually, in my opinion, some of the best types of plantains that there are. So let's go ahead and try it though and see if the flavors is as good as its texture. Oh my god. I'll be honest with you. I know how to pick out good pieces. So of course you're gonna get a little bit of everything, because the ones that are sitting at the bottom when they first come out are basically still steaming and continue to cook in there. And that's when you get those little like weird soggy pieces of like plantains. But this, it's nice, it's firm is the word that I was trying to come up with. And there's that perfect level of sweetness with a little bit of that char from frying. Comes together really, really well. Bourbon chicken. It's really good too, because it's just smothered in that sauce, and it's thigh meat. It absorbs those juices really well and kind of holds on to them. It's literally a punch of flavor. My goodness. Alright guys, the next thing we're going to try is going to be right under this fried crab, and it's going to be the orange chicken. Now this is the only one I'm concerned of. I have a feeling the flavor is going to be great. I've actually been really craving this, but I'm kind of concerned because it's literally completely soaked inside of an orange sauce. So let's see how good this is. Let's see if it's really as soggy as I think it's gonna be. Oh yeah, it's unfortunate. This sauce, the flavor of the sauce is really, really good. Really, really good in my opinion. It's not the best one I've had, but it's up there, especially for a buffet. It's cool because you have the slight pieces of like the pepper flakes or chiles, and then you have a little bit of kick with it. But the batter's so soggy that it actually overtakes the taste of the chicken. So you're not getting as good of a bite as you would normally get, whether you make them yourself, which I think that's one of the best ways to make orange chicken, because you get to control the crispiness and you get to control how long the sauce is on those chickens. Or like a fancy like Chinese restaurant. With that said though, despite the sogginess, if you can overlook that, the flavor on it is really, really good. Alright guys, I'm not going to go ahead and zoom in into this because it's like the Singapore noodles, but let's go ahead and try them out. They're good. They're like your typical Singapore noodles. But guys, it's a freaking buffet, and the wok hei flavor of this. You taste it immediately. As soon as those noodles hit the tongue, the onions and the carrots are cooked, literally, I don't know how, to perfection, where you get a little bit of a crunch on the bite. I don't know, I think I'm just biased on Chinese food, man. This is so delicious, guys. And like I said, it's super affordable. And it's open till 10 p.m. Eastern time every day, I believe. And if you come here during lunch, I think it's like 10 to 12 bucks, something like that. Which I think lunch is until, I don't know if it's 3:30 or 4 p.m. You have to look when you get here. But I mean, this is a steal. I mean, you have to come here. You look at all this food for like 10, 12 bucks. Like, that's amazing. All right, before I try the rice, we have to try this. Guys, I have to zoom in so you guys can see it. I'm just trying to get that. Look at that. It's nice and caramelized on the outside. It's on the stick. You have like some darker piece on the edges. So you know you have that char flavor. I could already tell it's gonna be delicious. I do wish it was pretty much like just taken out, because I could already tell it's not gonna be cold, but it's gonna be room temperature, and that's unfortunate. But even at room temperature, this looks amazing. We're gonna go ahead and take a bite. Oh my goodness. I don't know how good the shotgun mic is, but the outside, like the little bits on the outside, I don't know if you guys can see it, are super crispy. Oh my goodness, man. And it's room temperature. I really wish I was eating this fresh. Like, oh my god, whether it was still hot. It's like, it's perfect though. You get those crunchy pieces. You get that meaty, delicious goodness on the inside. And it just balances itself really well. Oh my goodness. And like I said, it's insane because it's room temperature. I can't even imagine how good those things are. If you happen to get lucky and you get here when they're bringing a fresh amount out. It looks like these were just came out because as you guys saw with the video, it was pretty full. But I think it's already been sitting there for like 10 minutes. So unfortunately, they're already room temperature. But oh my God. Before we go, I want to try this out. The only place I've ever had this at was, honestly, Crazy Buffet. I was always kind of scared to try it. I'm a person that wants to try everything once for food. But I was always so skeptical about eating any type of like seafood or anything like that at like a buffet. But after trying the ones from Crazy Buffet, I'm really curious to how good this flavor is. So let's go ahead and try it out. Okay. That initial taste is really, really good. I will be honest. It's a little bit salty on the outside. And then on the inside, it's way more mushy than I'd want it to be. I taste that salt, I taste that pepper. That crab meat has really good flavor. It's good. It's nowhere near as good as the one from Crazy Buffet, the crab specific. With that said, it's included. If you're here, you're not picky, you can try it. I don't like the mushiness. I like the other one because you can still kind of taste that texture on the crab meat itself. This is literally like I'm eating mashed crab, if that makes sense. Once again, the flavor's really, really good, but that texture's just kind of off-putting just because I got to eat the one at Crazy Buffet. But the flavor's not bad. If you're not someone who's picky, seafood I have really high standards for, so unless it's cooked to perfection in like a perfect way, I usually won't like it. So it has to be like really good of any type of seafood. That includes shrimp and lobster, and I love them, but it has to be cooked in a certain way. Oh my God. Of course, the rice is as good as pretty much any fried rice anywhere. If I had to choose between the two, the rice is a little bland for me. I'd 100% get the Singapore noodles or chow mein, or I apologize guys, this is different Chinese places that I go to call it different things. You guys know exactly what it is? Go ahead and put it in the comments below because I want to learn the name. Because to be honest with you, I know how to make really good lo mein, but I've never made this, and I love this. I don't order it often enough because it tends to be a lot more expensive than the other stuff you get. But it's definitely really, really good, and I have a feeling it's pretty easy to make. With that said, guys, thank you so much for coming with me for this much smaller, but definitely worth it, definitely delicious Chinese buffet that's really, really, really close to Orlando International Airport. So if you're coming to visit, it's definitely a great place to come by if you guys like to eat a lot of food or if you guys like to have good quality Chinese food. You know, it closes at 10 p.m. If you leave the parks at like 7, you may have time to get here and enjoy a really good, affordable meal. Guys, thank you so much. We just hit 415 subscribers, I believe. We are going to be taking a trip soon. I don't know when the videos will be up. I don't want to say where we're going, but hopefully it turns out really good. The videos might be a lot shorter when we're traveling just because I'm going to visit a family member, but I want to take advantage of where we're going so we can go ahead and make some videos for the channel and have start having a little more variety, because yes, everything is focused here in Orlando, but you guys know that from the very beginning I had mentioned that I wanted to go ahead and start traveling and doing videos all over the world, hopefully one day. So, you know, we're gonna start small. We already did Dubai last year, so I can't wait for you guys to see those videos whenever we make them. I'm gonna go ahead and finish this, and I'm probably gonna get another plate, but like I'm telling you guys, there's a lot of different options. Definitely worth a visit. You guys gotta check it out. All the information in the description below. Guys, if you like the videos, if you like the content, if you like the food, or if you have any suggestions, there's the comment section below. Hit that like button for me. It would really help me out a lot. This channel's grown quite a lot in a year, and I feel like the sky's the limit for us. And once we get even better, I'm gonna be able to create even better content for you, and it's gonna be even more amazing, more unique places. With that said, I always tell you guys thank you. I honestly can never say it enough. Thank you so much for coming back every week, checking out our videos. I'm gonna go ahead and enjoy the rest of the food. I'll see you guys next Sunday, and until then, let's just keep on eating.